Guten Morgen, good morning from Germany. We are live here at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. So, folks in the East Coast, I always say good, very early morning. For the insomniacs, good evening, right? In the West or in the Pacific, we are a good evening. In Hawaii and Alaska, we are also a good evening. So, USA, good evening. Again, we are live here at the Frankfurt International Book Fair, and we are representing not only Reader's Magnet in this prestigious fair, but we are representing the country as well. So, yesterday I'd like to thank all the viewers. We peaked at 500 yesterday, and we're expecting more as as the days progress. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Third awesome day of this wonderful book fair. Again, Reader's Magnet. The stand of Reader's Magnet is at Hall 6. We are at ground or level 0, which is really the ground floor, or level 1. We are at lane B. You have to look for the letter B, and we are specifically in stand 11. So again, let me repeat: Hall 6, level 0, lane B, stand 11. You can't get wrong with that. That's very specific, and I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you that for a purpose, because, oh my goodness, as I've shown you two days ago during the launch or during the first day of the fair, this fair is massive. I cannot begin to describe how huge, how big, how enormous, how awesome this place is, because really, all cultures, all countries, all books, all authors, everyone in the industry has converged for the longest running book event in the world. 75 recorded years with the Frankfurt International Book Fair. But hey, it doesn't stop there, because even if it was not formally launched as a Frankfurt International Book Fair, even before that, it has been a tradition. It's part of history. It dates back to more than 500 years ago. Imagine, guys, it's not 50 years ago, but it is 500 years of literary tradition, 500 years of literary history, right here in the heart of Europe, right here in the heart of Germany, right here in the heart of Frankfurt. So we are now in the in the Messe, is what they call it, and we are here in the biggest convention center, one of the biggest convention centers here in Europe, with 10 halls of all books, 10 halls of all people from the book industry, book lovers, book enthusiasts, book fair goers, and everyone who just loves to read, right? Read, write, edit, design, whatever, whoever, they are here live. I don't know if it was clear yesterday, but I wanted to bring this back. Okay, so RM Digest, this awesome cover of RM Digest, just depicts the scene of Frankfurt. Kudos to the team back in San Diego, the brand or the marketing publishing team who's created a wonderful cover. I want to highlight, of course, our beetle that has a Reader's Magnet logo. What an awesome creation. Thank you, Volkswagen. But the thing that I wanted to... by the way, this is going to get mailed to most of our authors. You do have a soft copy that's sent to you, so you may look to your emails to know what I'm talking about, of all the books that's going to be displayed. Without further ado, I'd like to highlight this. Okay. Yes, it's still me, but it's me holding a trophy, being acknowledged by the Better Business Bureau. Let me show that again. Okay, nearer, right? We are acknowledged by the Better Business Bureau as one of the finalists for the Torch Awards for Ethics. So very much importance given, so very important for us. It is truly important for us to have been recognized because it is not only part of our culture, but it's really part of our DNA, right? At Reader's Magnet, we uphold the highest level of integrity. We uphold the highest level of business ethics, and thus being awarded or being recognized to be cluster of companies in the United States as a company, that promotes ethical practices and does not compromise integrity whatsoever is just a testament of what we've been doing. And guess what? Here's more. This is our second time. We didn't win the big trophy. There are other companies, guys, but this is the second time that we were recognized for our efforts, especially in delivering ethics and integrity. Okay, enough of that highlight. I'm sure you can read more online about it. Again, thank you to the Better Business Bureau for recognizing us as one of the finalists for the Torch Awards for Ethics. So, day 3 here. Day 3 is the first day of the weekend. Day 3 is the afternoon of day 3 is going to be the start of the public coming in, right? I was really talking to you for the first 2 days, and it was business centric, right? There were still hundreds of thousands of folks around the 10 halls. Remember, 10 halls. Each hall is 3 to 4 floors, and there was so much action, but we're expecting more action as we enter the weekend, right? TGIF, and this afternoon will be the first time the public will be able to come in, right? So we're going to have students, we're going to have people and folks from the country, from Germany, from Europe, really from all over the world, flying in to look for the next thing to read. Well, that's what I do if I enter a book fair, and that's what other fair goers would actually do in the book fair. So yesterday was filled with interesting conversations, was filled with other best practice sharing, was filled with a lot of networking. To the Philippine team, I'm American, but I'm Filipino of heritage, and wow, the Philippine team really kicked it off. I acknowledged the Canada team, or the Canadian team, the other day for the first day. Now the second day was hosted by the Philippine contingent, and gosh, I wish I was Filipino. I mean, I'm still Filipino, but really, truly, I was proud that even the publishing and book industry in the Philippines has actually thrived. A lot of folks were partying there. They ended, with some champagne and some hors d'oeuvres. And gosh, they know how to party, just like the Canadians. I wonder which country will host a party tonight. So your guess will be as good as mine. But, I'm not here to party. Unfortunately, we'll see when the USA will party. But every day is a party at Stand 11. At Stand 11 of Hall 6, Lane B, Ground 0, Level 0, because we would make our own party. No booze, just water and food, but a lot of books and good conversations in within the booth. A lot of networking, a lot of sharing of best practices, and a lot of stuff that we share. Whew, that was a mouthful. So, hi. The past 2 days have been really good. We're expecting, again, this afternoon, we're expecting a slew of of folks, the regular fair goers. We've networked enough for the past 2 days. This morning is also going to be about networking, but I'm telling you, this afternoon and the rest of the weekend will be filled with just the regular book enthusiasts, the regular Joe that looks for to read. So, without further ado, I've already discussed the RM Digest. I've discussed how we won in the Better Business Bureau. I've discussed what happened in the past 2 days, and I'm ready to kick it off for today. Today we are going to kick off with no stranger. She's been with us for the past 2 days. She shared her story. She has a wonderful book. She's an author from Luxembourg, okay, and she's waiting in our booth to be interviewed, right? So let's talk to her. Come on. Excuse my cough. And there. Okay. Hi. How are you? Okay. So just let me. So we're here in the booth now, and if we could kindly give her the mic. Are we good? Are we good here? Yes. Okay. So are we clear? Yeah. Okay. So with this, we are going to, really get to know this book better. She's been with us again, as I've said, in the first 2 days. What will it be? Because it's going to be the same message. She's going to tell us, the same. She's going to tell us about the same book, but with a different approach. In fact, we have a surprise for you, okay? But before playing the surprise, we are going to call Rachel in. Come on, Rachel, come on down. Good
Hi.
morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Guten Morgen. Okay, so how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Very good, very good. So, did you explore Frankfurt last night?
No.
No,
No.
good.
So busy and
So
then
busy.
so tired.
And so tired. Yes, the story of our lives.
Yeah.
In events like these.
Yeah, work.
Work. Work is not too. We're fulfilled, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the passion.
It is the passion that's fueling us. It's the passion that's burning and giving us energy.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's the fuel.
It's the fuel. Okay. So we have, I'm telling our viewers that we have, the same. We're going to promote the same book
Yes, exactly.
today, but we have a twist and a surprise.
Yes, we
And
have a surprise.
So before the folks in the studio plays the surprise,
Mhm.
Any introduction to what we're going to reveal today?
Can I say what we're revealing?
Absolutely.
Should I say it?
And then folks in the studio, I think you will take her cue. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna take.
So why don't you introduce yourself first? Again, because we have to reintroduce every time we go live, introduce ourselves, introduce our book, introduce what our book is all about.
Mhm.
Because let's not assume that we have the same
Yes.
viewers.
Exactly.
Okay? And for the viewers that have followed us from day 1, day 2, and now day 3, I'm sure you're not gonna get bored. Because with repetition comes retention.
Yes.
Right? And you will share this good book and the word about the book. So tell us about your book and tell us about yourself, Rachel.
So my book is The Unnamed Work, but before I dive into this, I'm gonna talk about myself.
Yes.
So I'm Rachel Lorelei Villanueva. I'm an author.
Talk to the camera.
I'm an author, and my work is all about self-help healing. And this is a passion. This is a passion that I've always had within me, and I'm grateful to share the work because I see the results that are working for me, and I'm sharing it with the world. So that it's all about happiness and healing, and it's all in the book.
Yeah, and then to let them understand the book further, can you give me a thumbs up if we're ready to play the surprise, team? But How long have you written this book?
This book has been written in 2 years. Like 2022?
2022, 2021, or 23.
22, 23, around
Okay.
that time.
And
yeah.
and what was the process, and what was the, how did you start that book? Because I'm telling you, some of the authors, I have an author that I was with, Hey BJ, Barbara Jane, was an author about the love story of her parents,
Mhm.
right? So it was not a memoir of, it was not her memoir, but it was a memoir of again, the love story of her parents when her dad was assigned here in Germany. And her story started a PowerPoint presentation.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because she was asked to talk. So how did you start this book?
So the start was really, I was already working into self-help decades ago, but
Okay.
really the fact to put it into a book, I think it's COVID that started it.
Aha.
I think it's COVID, because COVID was really something that put the world on a break. It's like a break for everyone, and I realized how much people were already isolated and alone and sad, and I think it more so in that to really put the message out and put it into a book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, what better way or time to something is when the world pauses.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you're on a train of life and then you get kicked out of the train, and yeah, it's like,
And then it happens.
yeah, it happens.
The light bulb happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. So are we ready to watch more of the light bulb?
Sure, I'm ready.
Okay, so ready when you are. Studio, please play the surprise.
What's happening to our world? Humanity is feeling lost, divided, and lonely. Who am I? Why am I even here? What is happening in this era of quick information, fear-mongering, abuse, and control? Society is being divided into camps. Community and unity seems lost. But there is hope. Some brave souls are willing to stand for the truth. At the edge of transformation, ready for change. In chaos and destruction, new foundations can be built. History shows us that renewal follows destruction. Just as nature uses fires to create fertile soil, we can rebuild. Hope isn't lost. Some of us have opened our eyes and are ready to create our future. We're rediscovering our inner power, transforming pain into strength. Rejecting pharmaceuticals and genetic illness, we return to our true selves, realigned and transformed. We're coming back to nature, community, and harmony. Are you willing to open that door? To step into the portal available to you, to all of us? Are you ready to start the unnamed work? The Unnamed Work by
Rachel Lorelei Villanueva.
available on Amazon.
All right. So,
Yeah.
wow. What a power. Good
Yeah,
job.
Thank you. Well,
Okay.
I have to say thank you to marketing team, because they did the work.
An awesome book trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the book trailer. Yes.
Okay, so what was that? Just to sum it up, and for those folks that just have watched it, please send your comments. Again, we may not answer that real time, but Rachel or the Readers Magnet staff will be able to, reply to those comments. So for those who are watching right now, give your thoughts and tell us about the inspiration of the video, which is obviously the book, but of the
Yes.
overall inspiration?
So overall, the core message really of the book is how to learn on the waves of suffering rather than being crushed by it. So that's really a core message, and that's what you also see in the video. You see a lot of negativity, a lot of questioning: who am I? Why am I here? Where are we going? It starts really in the heart, but you see the more you progress in the video, you see there's hope.
Yes.
And that's what I talk about when we see the negativity, for example, in those forest fires. It's natural, it comes from nature, but in the end, it happens to have fertile soil. So we
Because
don't
of
think that far,
yeah.
but we stay in that negative, and that's what I want to show. Nothing is lost, and that's what my book is about. It's really to empower and to show we live in a world of polarities, of dark, light, positive, negative, but it's useful. And
Yes.
I'm going to share that in the book, why it's useful, because you cannot just wear glasses and see everything pink.
Yeah.
Oh, everything is positive. No, it's not like that. We have positive
That's
and
not
negative.
reality.
That's not the reality. And we will dive in the book deeper into that and understand how can we play with that? How can we be a magician, an alchemist of our own life?
Alchemist.
Yeah.
But I like the statement that you made, that we have to ride the tide,
Yeah.
or ride the waves.
Yeah, surf
right?
on the waves.
Surf
yeah.
on instead of getting drowned.
Yeah, instead of the wave of suffering, instead of crushing you, you're surfing on it.
Yeah, right, right. So what a beautiful way to start and kick off the morning, with a beautiful and positive way to live life.
Yeah.
Right, to live life. So, folks, I'm telling you, there is so much stories here. Millions upon millions of books can book fair, and especially, I will repeat this, we are at Hall 6, okay? Hall 6, we are at level 0, or in the US, it would be known as a ground floor or the first floor, but here it's level 0, and we are at lane B, ladies and gentlemen, and stand 11. Stand 11, that's where we are, and that's where you can now see this beautiful work, this beautiful author. And tell us more about chapter 1.
So, chapter 1, I have a little surprise for you guys.
Another surprise?
Yes. I'm
Wow,
full of
this
surprises today.
morning is great. We have a lot of surprises from Rachel. The positivity, I can, it's you're just.
Can you feel the vibe?
Yes. This is what my son does. This is what my son does, because this is what his teacher does when in kindergarten, and then you have to give sunshine like this.
Yeah.
So yes, I can feel it. I can indeed feel it, and let our viewers feel it.
Yes,
Chapter 1.
It's all about the vibe,
Yeah.
the frequency. So you probably know this. You enter a room and you can feel, I don't feel safe. Or
Yeah.
I feel so at home.
Yes.
So it's all about frequencies. And the first chapter, I'm using a ritual. It's a mala, but actually you can use anything. You can use a rosary, any tool that you have. And actually, it's a 3-part meditation. So this is how I start my day every day. I always do this every day. And it's really about reinforcing the mental, the emotional, and the physical. And it's in 3 parts. How everything works. And then the second part of the meditation, you are going into the physical. So now we are going to close our eyes and then really meditate on healing, but not healing like I'm hoping to be healed. No, like the healing of I'm already healed. I'm grateful for it. So it's very individual. Anything that you want to heal within yourself, that's how you do it in the second part. And lastly, the third part, we will go into those frequency I was saying. It's like you are imagining a field and you're expanding that field around you. So you can be protected against negative electromagnetic field, EMT. I think people are diving more into that because of electronics and
Okay.
Yeah.
And show them more.
And
Because we have a lot of questions.
okay,
Do you want
wow.
us to start with the questions, or you want to introduce that first?
Let's go for the questions.
Okay. So Kathleen Jones, hello Kathleen,
Hi.
is saying, is that Rachel on the cover of her own book?
Yes, that's me.
Show it.
That is me.
Yeah. So where is this?
So this-
we talked about it slightly yesterday, but why is this your book cover? Why is this a book cover of the unnamed work?
Okay, so this place is in Luxembourg, and it's actually a memorial place for how do you call that? When accidents happen in the road, they made like a statue, and it's a sacred place to remember the people who had an accident on the road. And that is not on the picture, but that place has this particular way, this pathway, and my idea really looks like the way in life. It's a journey. It's a journey to walk on the path forward, and that's why I got the idea to go in that particular place in Luxembourg and take the picture there. That's the story about the picture.
So very good that you said that, because Timothy, is it Moffat or Moffat? Where was Rachel from again? Anybody know?
From Luxembourg. I'm
Luxembourg.
from
Which part of Luxembourg?
It's Luxembourg South, but Luxembourg is really small.
Small,
So
okay.
in 1 hour, you make south to north.
Oh, really?
It's
okay.
tiny.
It's tiny. And so is this where you live? Or
No, this is like a 25 minutes drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this place represents all the accidents?
Yeah, it's a memorial for the accidents that happened on the street. Yeah.
Not necessarily on that particular street. Any street in Luxembourg.
Any street in Luxembourg, yes.
Okay. So Bob says it's a very deep video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you were telling me that, right?
Yeah.
So okay, it's a very deep
Thank
video.
you.
And we like deep videos because we are thoughtful people, and if our thoughts are provoked
Yes.
by videos like these, or like the one you just watched, then I think as human beings, our senses are
Yes.
are being
Well, the consciousness is something very, very powerful.
yeah. So it says, are you gonna post this on your YouTube?
Yes, it is. It is on my YouTube.
What is your handle?
If you search videos, the posts, it's all on
YouTube.
YouTube.
But it's not just in YouTube, right? It is also in Instagram.
Instagram.
So what is your handle? Let's do it. Like, what's your Twitter account or X? Where do we tweet you in X? Where do we message you on Facebook? Where do we DM you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Come
So the easiest part to get to me is really on Instagram, because there it's at Milia Petala Yoga.
Let's spell that out.
Milia, M-I-L-I-A, Petala, P-E-T-A-L-A, and then yoga. All
Okay.
in one word. Yeah.
And I was asking, why yoga? She's a yogi, of
I'm
course.
a yoga teacher, yes.
All right. So, is that Rachel on the cover again? Where was Rachel from again? So, a lot of questions there. What a wonderful book. Is there a possibility for a sequel on this? Wow, asking for a sequel
sure,
already.
why not?
Yeah. What a wonderful book. Okay, it's good to see Rachel. Let's read our last comment, but there's a lot of comments. So again, if we don't address your questions, Rachel will go to the Reader's Magnet page on Facebook and answer it herself from her official Facebook page. And if not, the Reader's Magnet team will do that. So here's what we're gonna end today's session with. It's from Tim Tam. What advice can you give to readers out there who are experiencing life crisis? Yeah.
Life crisis is actually something that's always shaking you up. it gives you like a time to pause and to think, okay, what is happening? And the crisis can be maybe physical, maybe grief, or any crisis that happens. It is asking your attention. So how are you gonna react to it? Are you first need to accept the negativity of it and the pain, but out of that, we have to take a lesson of it. So I like to see this like a sacred ground where you have a lesson out of what's happening, your heart that is telling you the direction, like the light, and then your gifts. Nothing happens for nothing. There is always a...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So I lied because I said that was the last comment, but let's end it lighter. Right?
Okay.
Let's end it lighter. It says, do you recommend a trip to Luxembourg?
This is a good one.
Yeah.
So, sure, you can come to Luxembourg. I'm just warning you, we don't have a beach. It's not always sunny. It's raining a lot and it's very gray.
But there's always a beauty to that, right?
But there's a beauty to that. It has its very particular charm because Luxembourg is a very old castle foundation, which they used to protect themselves from the World War. So it's really, it has a wall all around it, beautiful scenery, beautiful mountains. So it is a beautiful place.
Yeah, and that's where you were born. And
That's
grew
where
up.
I was born, yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Rachel.
Thank you.
Guys, again, the unnamed warrior. Where can they? The unnamed,
The unnamed work.
Oh my God, I was talking to the invisible warrior yesterday, but I'm sorry. Erase. It's the unnamed work.
Unnamed.
We get your book.
So my book is global. I can't name on a lot of platforms. Thanks to global publishing, it's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Booktopia. It's in the US market, UK, Australia. It's really global.
Yes.
So they just have to type it
So
on
look for
Google,
it.
and you will find it easily. Yes.
Okay. And did you want to end with those crystals or stones, or did you discuss it already?
No, we did not. I will
let's do
just
it.
add a little small thing before.
Okay.
Because I am working on an audio version of the book.
Oh.
If people are more interested into an audio version,
And I'm telling you, in the US, when we do our walks or when we bike, you will see us in our AirPods or in our headsets because it's like reading a book while strolling the park or while exercising. So I'm giving you that suggestion.
yeah.
that
So that
the
just a
audiobook
small
is great.
shout out to that.
Yeah, and then you are with your accent, and if you read the book yourself, but with a professional studio, I think it will go a long way.
Unfortunately, it will be done by a professional narrator.
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm sorry, guys, I don't have the time. I'm working on my second book. So, but it will be done very professionally and available on Spotify, Audible,
Good.
all the platforms.
Okay, so you want to end with that? Those
Yes,
crystals?
we can end with this. That was another little surprise.
Yeah.
I brought my crystals here. This is a clear quartz crystal.
It looks like the Washington Monument in Washington D.C. You know?
It's like super powerful.
Yes.
Small but powerful. And another clear quartz. And here is another crystal. And you can actually, crystals come from Earth. They grow from Earth, from nature through the heat or the pressure of the Earth. So this is something that comes from Earth. It connects us to the Earth. And they have their own frequency, their own energies. And it has a lot of benefits. I talk about it in my book. I have a chapter just for crystals and astrology. And if you need a little boost, some power, some healing, have a crystal in your hand. And it's a little that can help you alongside. It comes from Earth. And so, wanted to share that little.
So no wonder they have these things about diamonds, about
Yes.
crystals,
Yes.
that really make it just more than just precious, right? But
Yes.
there's also that healing or
Yeah.
that
It gives an
connection
energy. And for some people
with
who are
Mother Earth.
skeptic about crystals,
Yeah.
it is used in technology. We cannot have LCD screens without crystals. It's called pyroelectricity, and that's the scientific name for it. It's used in our technology because it conducts that energy. So if it conducts the energy for that, we
Wow.
are energetic beings.
Absolutely. Yes. Wow. And on that note, we are gonna end it with the crystal shine, or the shine from the crystal. So thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you. Up here in our morning session. Definitely she will be in our afternoon session, and Sunday is going to be our last session,
Yes,
right?
yes, exactly.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you
Enjoy
so
the
much.
fair. Spread the word, spread the love, spread the energy, and make Frankfurt and the world a more beautiful place.
Thank you, and thank you to the community. Thank you so much. You
Thank
are
you.
the one who are doing the work.
Okay. All right, folks. So again, day three. Day three is going to be very interesting. Again, in the morning, it is just going to be all about networking, sharing of best practices, making sure that we get to see, feel, and connect, engage with the folks from the book industry. This will kick off the weekend as the week is really ending, right? Thank God it's Friday, and thank God for the third day of the Frankfurt International Book Fair. Because at Reader's Magnet, this is always what we say is we share your stories with the world.
Discover Dashing Douglas.
Hello, and good morning to each and every one of you. And again, it's a good, beautiful day here right now in Frankfurt right now. And we just had our very important author, which was again, Miss Lorelei. So if ever you are interested in getting her book, feel free to check it out though. And also one more thing that we will be to all our viewers who are looking forward to get some books, though, again, we do have our book shout outs, and there are a couple of people, and I believe that yesterday was a really fun session with me and Revan hosting. And that was the afternoon session of our book shout outs. So you don't need to worry, though. We'll be having another person or another guest who will be joining us for our book plug plus later on. Okay, so back with the whole thing, though. Again, we will be doing some special shout-outs for some couple of books that, again, always deserve the spotlight. Okay, so again, it's still morning, so hopefully each and everyone has had their coffee. If you get breakfast, I think I didn't have my breakfast yet. But again, okay, what? I think I didn't have my. Did I have my breakfast already? I think I have it, but no worries though. Everything's gonna be up and dandy and good to go. So again, yeah. So Jennifer, thank you much for joining the stream. Yeah, when I watch these, I always come out with a new book in mind. Wait, do you come out with a new book that you want purchased, or are you currently creating a new book that's on your mind right now? Okay, who knows? Okay, and I just want to really appreciate everyone who's still watching the stream. I know that it's too early for some of you, and it's a bit late to the rest of you. So again, to wherever you are at the globe right now, good morning, good evening, and a good afternoon. Okay, so before we continue though, and talk more about some stuff again, hey, let's put some books that you can add onto your future books to read list. Okay, so I'm just going to be reading a couple of lines from the synopsis of these books. So first book we do have on the list to start our morning correctly. We have here from Indrani Sarkar. It is a literary fiction. Title of the book is People and Other Animals: Stories of the Neighborhood. There, gotcha. Before we move on, from Alfredo, I thought Reverend would become a permanent co-host. Yeah, I was also expecting Reverend to be there. Maybe he's not yet available right now. Maybe he will share his message later on as well. Okay, who knows? Oh, and coming from Jessa Felton, I see so many books behind you, Rob. Can't wait to hear new books for my reading list. Yes, don't worry, Jessa. There are a couple of more books that we will be doing a shout out for this. And the first one that we have on the list right now again is People and Other Animals: Story of a Neighborhood. So let me just read a couple of lines here from its synopsis. So the book is a memoir drawn from journals and observations of the author, who documents a journey across the U.S. to an unknown city in Northern California's Bay Area. Okay, the narrative belongs to one who always expects the unexpected, and the neighborhood is new, and the author explores the streets and terrain on foot. Okay, not riding a car though. I'm not writing anything about this. Okay, so again, as the author explores the streets and terrain on foot, as the characters emerge, the essence of the city reveals itself. Now, picture this: a silver-haired woman next door who feeds feral cats. And who feeds feral cats are cat ladies. That's one thing I give to you, okay? So again, a reclusive couple across the fence who nurtures wildlife, curious occupants of a no-pet building, a paralyzed man with an emotional support cat, and a menagerie of wild and tame creatures in the author's backyard. Okay, so a feral cat enters the author's home, giving birth to a kindle of kittens. Here begins a story of nurture, which weaves itself into a lifetime commitment to animal love. The author, domesticating the young family, plunges headlong into a web of animal rights activists and rescuers. The rhythm of everyday life is colored by the antics of a family of cats, and the cycle of life is sweet, sometimes bittersweet. So it is defines for the reader to amity between humans and animals from a nearness and depth that is rare to find. So if you are curious and that got you an idea about what the whole thing is, feel free to check it out though. Try to see if everyone want to go for it. Again, scan the QR code. It is available on your screen. Okay, got the book cover. Go for it. And try to scan it. Try to see what the book is all about. And if you are a cat lover, if you are a cat woman or a cat man or a cat lady or a cat person, go for it. Scan that QR code, and hey, who knows? Maybe this unique and eccentric story might be the book that you are looking for your whole life. Okay. So coming from Nicola Obertik, Nicola, by the way, thank you much for joining in the stream. Love the Kindle of Kittens. Yes, and weirdly enough, it's the first time I've heard that you call a bunch of kittens a Kindle of Kittens, and I love it. And I love cats, but I love dogs. To those of you who know, I do have a dog named Zakir. It's kind of a thing, and I also do love cats as well. I do have strays at home. Yeah, so I feed feral cats as well. Okay. we're going off on a tangent here. But again, going back, people and other animals, story of a neighborhood. If ever you are interested, feel free to scan that QR code and add that book to your future books to read list. Okay, it's as easy as putting up your smartphone, scanning the QR code, click on a link, and then add it to your future books to read list. Okay, now, next book that we do have on the list here is Some Whispers from Eternity, book on evolution of consciousness and upliftment of humanity through OM Kriya Yoga. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correct. Is it Kriya or Kriya? Who knows? Okay, this is coming from the author Shomik Chodhuri. It is a spiritual and self-help literature. So I remember earlier, Lorelai, she does yoga. So maybe this is also one more thing when it comes to self-help yoga, trying to be the betterment of what you can do as a person. But here, let me just read a couple of lines here. So this is what the book is all about. Oh, coming from John Carl. Hi, Sir Jose. Hi, Jose. Good morning. And thank you very much for giving us that live coverage at the Frankfurt Book Fair. Really love that, and thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But you are the man. You are also the man, my man. Okay, you are also the man. Okay. So again, coming back with another book. Again, just want to read a couple of lines here coming from this book. So. Humans have created artificial vivisections of society in every conceivable way, be it religion, race, creed, region, nation, and so many other religious national strife is a regular feature. So humans show hatred towards their fellow beings over nominal things, and of course, the reasons for dissension. There is limited place for self-improvement or inner introspection of self-development. You know, this kind of makes sense though. How do you say this? You project what you feel towards another person, even though you don't want to. How do you say this? You don't really mean it. Like you're having a bad day, and then someone commits a mistake. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if ever you are on the same boat as me. It's more on how to say this. It's you're having a bad day, and then someone does something that you don't like, and then you put all your frustrations on that person, and you think it's okay, and you might feel bad, but eventually you say, hey, who cares? I did it. That's it. So I think this book can also help us with inner introspection, as what we say, okay, self-development, okay. So, but let me just continue with the lines here. So, but the life aims and goals should be understood and practiced and included in people's lifestyle. So, along with merriment and having good time, Some Whispers from Eternity was written after seeing and experiencing the total degradation of life on Earth and lack of empathy and compassion of humans living here for one another. So, just one quick question. Do you think that society is going towards that route though? I still do believe in the general kindness of human beings. Like for me, we are all kind. We are just given different circumstances, hence the reason why we project it differently. Different upbringings, different life. But again, if you are in agreement with Mr. Shomik Chodhuri's his research and what he has seen in life, then if ever you are interested in knowing more about this, hey, feel free to scan that QR code, grab a copy, and hey, who knows, maybe this is one book that can open your mind as well. And when it comes to self-introspection, knowing what you can do to yourself to improve as well in your life, okay? But who knows, if ever you are interested, again, QR code is available on the screen. And as you can see also on the screen is we have, again, coming back with Lillian's comment here. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And also from Jennifer Jackson, a comment here is, oh no, the little people are gone. Sag. No, the little people are back. As you can see, hold on. If I'm putting it correctly, let me just make here. So there it is. Okay, so try and check it out though. That's the video right there. There's the book there. Scan it, or you want to watch. You watch me while watching. I'm not sure though, but have you ever experienced watching a main video and the bottom part is going to be a different video? It's like Subway Surfer, those things. It says that it helps with people who can't keep attention to things. I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm not sure if there's a study about that, but that's what I've heard. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe this is something that you'll focus on the little people at a side. And you'll be listening to me talking about more books, okay? But hey, don't worry, we'll also be adding more books to this. So once again, that's Some Whispers from Eternity, book on evolution of consciousness and upliftment of humanity through OM Kriya Yoga. Okay, so again, this if you're interested in getting this book, feel free to add it on, and hey, who knows, maybe you'll love it and you add one more book to your collection. Okay, so next book that we do have on the list here is Tiger Lily, coming from Noel and Brennan. It is a sci-fi fantasy horror book. So again, that's Tiger Lily. Let me just read a couple of lines here when it comes with Tiger Lily. Okay, so again, that in an alternate. Wait, hold on. Before I read it, I just want to read a comment here from Mark Campagna. I often see those type of vids on TikTok. 2 different vids playing at a time. Yeah, that's one thing, Mark. Like, I'm not sure if it's really common, but if those videos pop up, it's weirdly enough, I'm looking at that second video while listening to the main video, and I'm not sure though if it's an ADHD thing. I'm not diagnosed. I don't know how it feels like, and I cannot vouch for anything when it comes to ADHD. But again, it says though, if you do have problems of paying attention to a single thing, those videos help, and it makes me pay attention. So I'm not sure if I do have it. I need to get checked. Who knows? Okay. But again, if you find that fun, if you love it though, it's going to be this type of format from just for today. Okay, so let's have fun. You can see what's going on at the booth while I'm doing my book shout outs here as well. Okay, and who knows, maybe the Reverend will pop up later on. Give us much more inspiration for this morning. Okay, so coming back to the book Tiger Lily from Noel and Brennan, it is tagged under sci-fi fantasy horror genre though. Again, here, let me just read a couple of lines from the synopsis here. In an alternate modern America, Lily Bosberg, an anthropology lecturer at a rural New England university, has the ability to turn herself into a tiger. This is kind of I think I read this before. This ability is due to a sudden rash of genetic mutations, a psi plague. That's PSI, okay, psi plague, of which shape-shifting is a rare and virtually unstudied variant. So Lily must contend with her ex-husband, the powerful head of the pharmaceutical company, who is ignorant of her ability, but who wants to make money off the new psi diseases. Yeah, Lena, it's Peter. Is that a Peter Pan reference? Could be, but it's kind of different. I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about this thing like it was on an early '90s thing. Like, how to say this? That you have your spirit animal inside you. You can shapeshift to that animal. I forgot what it was. My memory's not serving me. But again, going back to the book though, so he also wants custody of their apparently normal 9-year-old daughter, and the government has a public health mandate to eliminate the mutations. So Lily must struggle to keep her secret and save herself and her daughter from these competing interests, even as the realizations grow that there may be a sinister collaboration between them. Then there are the murders, which do not have an entirely human signature. An investigator from the Federal Science Special Unit is called in, and Libby finds herself both investigating and being investigated. That's new. Determined not to fall in love again, but drawn to the detective who is supposed to investigate the murders, things come to a head at her ex-husband's secret pharmaceutical facility, where more than Lily's life and that of her daughter are at stake. And if that has caught your interest and you want to know more about the book, feel free to scan that QR code. It's available on screen, book cover with the QR code. Feel free to scan it, grab a copy, and I'll tell you, it is something that how do you call this? It's something that will put you on the edge of your seat though. It's not a typical story though. It has these mutations, those things, has also, again, who doesn't want a little twist of love in their story? So love interests always be there. It's the perfect formula when it comes with stories as well, especially for action adventure type of books. Okay, but if you are interested in getting one, hey, scan the QR code, grab a copy. And before I move on to the next book, let me just try to go read one of the comments here coming from Lillian Brockett. Lillian. So imagine having a tiger as a pet. Have you guys thought about that? Let me think of it first. Having a tiger as a pet means bills, and bills mean I need to work harder. And that would be a bit too much for me. I think I couldn't live, and any time, any moment, that tiger could maul me to death while I'm asleep. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'm just thinking on the extremes here. But hey, how about you though? People who are watching, what do you think? Have you ever thought of having a tiger as a pet? And if so, what would you name that tiger then? Okay, so once again, going back with the book, Tiger Lily. If you're interested in knowing more about the story, feel free to scan that QR code and grab a copy right now. It's available through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Okay, so the next book that we do have on the list here is Say It, Sow It, Grow It, Sustain It. Okay, coming from Regina Reed. This is a spirituality book, inspirational book. So if ever you are into these types of books, hey, feel free to try to check it out though. See it though. Let me just read a couple of lines here from the synopsis as well. So again, there's no story without struggle. So my visible world may scream loss, but the victory cannot and will not be held back. God sent disruption so that the transformation process can begin in your life. Regina Monaez Reed was born in Queens, New York, and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. She studied pharmacy technology at the Atlantic College of Medical and Dental Careers. She's happily married to Vincent, has 2 adult sons, Darius and Christian, and 4 beautiful grandchildren. So Hayden, Nevaeh, Mason, and a billionaire. Wow, this is cool. Billionaire. It's billionaire. That she loves immensely. During her leisure, she loves to bake homemade desserts, with her staple being her signature red velvet cake. It's like this, everything she touches, she perfects. So again, if ever you're interested in what the story is all about, hey, feel free to scan that QR code, go to the Amazon page, and try to check it out though. Maybe this is something that you would love to add to your future books to read this. Okay, again, that is Say It, Sow It, Grow It, Sustain It, a spiritual and inspirational book coming from Regina Reed. Feel free to grab a copy, though. It's available through, again, Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Okay, and another book that we do have on the list here before I throw you back up to the live stream here. Coming back with this, Jennifer, I do agree with you. The book cover looks kind of bit of a climate change thing, but I think there is something more, hence the reason why it's being drawn that way. That cover is being drawn that way, has that unique, trying to deliver that unique sense with this book as well, okay? But hey, who knows? Okay, so if ever you want to know what the in-depth story about this book is, feel free to check it out, though. Again, QR code is available on screen, so feel free to grab a copy, okay? So, again, coming back with the next book that we do have on the list is, it's got to be a series of numbers here. It's 10716. Wow. So that's 10716. 10716. Am I reading that correctly? Because I'm trying to be a 10716 or 10716. 10716. Okay. So again, it's coming from Cal Attorney. Okay. So, and it is a spiritual and inspirational book coming from Carol. And here, let me just read a couple of lines here coming from the book as well. We didn't expect to lose her. All signs were pointing to a miraculous healing, complete restoration, and a Joey mobile to propel God's word to his people. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. That's from Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. So everything happens for a reason. Carmen and I were in the process of writing a book about her miraculous healing through Jesus Christ, a dream I thought she took with her, and then God moved. And if ever you are curious and want to know what the book is all about, hey, feel free to go for it, okay? Grab a copy. Again, it's 10716. QR code is available on screen from Carol Turney. And if you are interested to know more about what this book is all about, and if you are curious on what this book can bring, hey, grab a copy. Scan the QR code. It's available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Okay, so you know what? We do have a couple of more books. Okay, so again, we do have a couple of more books that we can talk here and with regards about this. But hey, I want you to see though if ever some books will be available though for you to add on. If ever you do have some books that you want to have a special mention, hey, put it in a comment section. I'll just read the title though. I might not be posting a cover up for this, but I'll be more than happy to plug your books. Because again, if ever, and also one more thing to everyone to any author or any book lover that is available right now in Frankfurt, Germany, and if you are close by, close by to the event, again, we are available from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's going to be at Frankfurt time. So if you are there right now, feel free to grab a copy. Okay, feel free to grab your own copy of your own book. Be there at the Reader's Magnet booth, and hey, be featured. You've seen it yesterday. A couple people visited our booth. We featured them again. Let's celebrate. You're a literary genius. Be there, have fun, share your stories with the world, okay? No matter who you are, what your book is, if you got a story, be there, visit us at the booth, and come on, just stay there, chill, have fun, make connections, and be featured through our social media platforms, okay? So there's nothing wrong with trying, there's nothing wrong with getting your book, okay? And if you are, I know that there might be people that create a book, but they're not confident enough. When will you wait for that confidence to kick in? If you're there at the booth event right now, visit us, check us out, and hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get the confidence boost you need once you'll get to talk with our with our lovely Readers Magnet staff there as well. Okay, so again, as much as I'd like to continue with some books that we do have on the list, I'm just gonna go on a quick commercial break here. So don't worry, I just want to give you some instructions on how you can get to the booth, though, where we are located in the booth. Again, that is Hall 6, ground floor, booth B11. Okay, so I'll be back. Don't just sit back, relax. If it's morning right now, just grab some coffee, grab your breakfast, just chill, have fun. Okay, so I'll be back after a few messages. Okay, stay tuned. Hold on. Okay. And welcome back. So again, we're in continuation with a couple of books that we do have on the list. And again, as I've said, though, if you are an author and you want to be featured, okay, if you want to be get that boost of confidence you want your book to have. Again, if you want your book to deserve the spotlight, and if you're in Frankfurt, Germany right now, feel free to visit our booth. Again, that is going to be at Hall 6, ground level. That's going to be at booth B11. Okay, find our friendly Reader's Magnet staff. They'll be wearing this shirt, this red with the logo Reader's Magnet. Feel free to check them out, though, and they'll be more than happy to have a quick chat with you and talk to you more about some stuff. Okay, so again, that's Hall 6, ground floor, stand B11. So feel free to visit us, bring a copy of your book, and talk about your book. Hey, again, your book, no matter what it is, deserves that spotlight. Okay, so if you are there, visit us. Feel free to bring a copy of your book and talk more about it and be featured on our social media platforms. And hey, again, if you love what we're doing right here, they want to be part of the literary community, go for it, do it. Okay, so we'll add more lists. We'll add more books to your future books to read list. Now, starting off with another book that we do have here coming from Mary Harmeyer. It is a general fiction book. Title is Dark Origins Making Monsters. Okay, now if ever you are curious about what the book is and you want to know more about it, feel free to scan the QR code and grab a copy. Again, it's always available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and it is, again, always add books to your future books to read list. And it's in time for the Halloween season. So once it's Halloween, you want to make sure you can read this, then go for it. Again, it's Making Monsters, Dark Origins. Who knows if there's a sequel or if there is a prequel to this book. And if you want to know more, it's only one scan away. Okay, so pick up that smartphone, scan that QR code, and grab a copy right now. Okay, and next book that we do have here on the list is Details Unspoken, coming from Sherry Barker. There, okay. Details Unspoken, coming from Sherry Barker. It is a spiritually inspirational book. Okay, let me just try to get the book here because I want to make sure that we can have the book cover available. Those who just to show it. Okay, so again, that is Details Unspoken, coming from Sherry Barker. It is a spiritual inspirational book. And next book that we do have on the list, Dory, we'll get back to that though. I think that I kind of swapped those two things here. Next book that we do have on the list here is Bella, The Chronicles of a Karmic Dog. There. Got it. Okay, it just popped up. So do apologize for that. Again, that's Details Unspoken from Sherry Barker. And if ever you're interested in grabbing a copy, feel free to scan that QR code. Again, coming back with the book, it is a spiritual inspirational book. Details Unspoken, coming from Sherry Barker. Okay, and the next book that we do have on the list here is Bella, The Chronicles of a Karmic Dog, coming from John Rutherford. Okay, so coming from from Pam Jackson. Hi everyone. Hi there, Rob. Hi Pam. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. I'm sure I'm late and I just woke up. Hey, don't worry. If you just woke up, you can put me on the background. Just think of me as someone ranting behind you. Think of me as your noisy neighbor talking about some books all the time. Okay, you can put me there. Grab some coffee. Make sure you can eat your breakfast. Don't forget, breakfast is the most essential meal of the day. Okay, grab one. Just maybe grab a croissant, or maybe grab a strudel. Okay, anything. Okay. Oh, and coming from Jennifer Jackson, coming from the book Dark Origins Making, I think this is about the book Dark Origins Making Monsters. People are the real monsters. I beg to differ. Wow. Is this gonna be a moment that Rob does not agree with someone? Oh my God, this is gonna be it. Okay, coming back with the whole thing. Hey Jennifer. Again, if you ever, I'm just a bit curious. People are the real monsters. In which way do you think that people are the real monsters? I'm kind of be curious on your perspective because I might be misunderstanding things here when you say that people are monsters. But who knows? If ever you are, hey, if you ever want to join in, go for it. Hey, go for it. Okay. Oh, and Pam, just a cup of tea. Tea is better though. I love tea on a cold, rainy day. I love coffee when I just wake up. So I guess again, how do you say it? It might be not my cup of tea to drink tea, but hey, if ever you love tea, go for it. Make sure you can relax. Have a biscuit or a scone with it. Okay. Tea and a biscuit. I really want to have one right now. Okay, I really haven't had breakfast. Just realized it. No breakfast. I really want to have a biscuit right now. So, okay, if ever you are, okay, don't worry, Pam. Just enjoy your tea. Have fun. Just relax. Okay, you just woke up. To it. Okay. So, again, coming back with the book that we do have on hand. Again, the next book that we have is Next Level Test Benches, Designs, Patterns, and System Verilog and UVM, coming from Mark Glasser. Okay. So yes, Maxine, it's kind of a bit when it looks with the technical aspect of this, because again, this is a science and technology book. So you can try to check it out though and see though if ever you're interested. Because again, feel free to scan the QR code and hey, have fun, go nuts, go ham. If you want, I've heard there are some books that you really love to go for when it comes with this. Okay, and the next book that we do have on the list is The Time on the Gravel Roads, coming from Sub Ranilde. Okay, it is a literary bio. It's an essay. It's a film. If you want to check it out though, and I read a couple of lines from this, and I have to tell you that it is very interesting. This book is something you can really go for. Okay, so again, The Time on the Gravel Roads. Try to check it out though. QR code is available on the screen where the book cover is. Okay, so book cover. Okay, I'm gonna try to ask. I did what Revan did yesterday. There. It's the gravel roads with the book cover and the QR code. Feel free to scan that up, and hey, you'll have fun when it comes with it. Okay. So next book that we do have on the list here is Dementia Help Guide, Volume 1. So it's raising a question. What is dementia and its effect on the mind? It's coming from Warren Patton. It is a self-help book talking about psychology, philosophy, and also for mental health as well. So again, a dementia help guide. We might know what dementia is, but you don't know the in-depths of what dementia is, because again, we are not all experts. Okay. And from Warren Patton, though, the book is available if you ever want to know more about what dementia. If you know someone that has dementia, or if you know a friend who has someone in their life who has dementia and want to give them that help, that just to ease their mind off things, try to give them some information. Because again, a book is really good and handy whenever you're always whenever you're trying to want to get some information immediately. Again, the internet is available, but once your internet connection is not good enough, then how can you get information? Of course, you lean back to books. Go for books. Physical books are still, how to say this, still important for me. Like, you can always have the internet, you can have digital stuff, but once everything is said and done, we'll always go back to physical things. We'll always go back to books. Okay, so physical things are something that you can always carry on with you. Digital, yes, we're leaning onto the digital age, but having something physical and displayed there, and you can pick up just in case something happens that you can't connect with the digital world, then books are king when it comes to that. Okay, so again, coming back with the book, again, that is Dementia Help Guide, Volume 1. What is dementia and its effect on the mind? Coming from Warren Patton. Okay. And next book that we do have on the list, coming from Alison Baldonado. It is a children's book titled Rowan Goes to the Park. Okay, so again, if you had seen our book shadows, that was like around the first day of book shadows, we talked about a Rowan Goes to the Sea. It was had a couple of a Rowan Goes to series when it comes to this children's book. So if ever you're interested in knowing more and see what other books Allison has under her belt, feel free to scan that QR code and grab a copy. And hey, who knows, you might be having that next good book that you'd love to see in the future. Okay. And next book that we do have on the list, coming from Daniel L. Wright. It is a political science book. It's Salient Calls America. Okay, reappraising the Harding and Coolidge era. Wow, Salient Calls America. Oh, hold on. Before I move on with this book, though, I just wanted to go back with one of the comments here coming from Kathleen Jones. So Kathleen says, I've heard that there's been a rise in dementia diagnosis. A really important topic. Yeah. Here's one thing though, when it comes with books and comes with diseases, especially mental illnesses. It is kind of a bit of how do you say this? It's not being talked about all the time, because again, all people can always respond like, hey, this is just all in your head. No need to think about what else and what not. But again, it's always a bit confusing when it comes to things. Okay. But again, if ever you do know someone, if ever you, again, always come back to the whole thing. Mental health is not a joke. That's the thing. Okay. So mental health is not a joke. Try to check it out though. Again, grab that book. If you are interested, just go back a couple seconds, scan the QR code. Okay. And now going back with this book. So again, that is Salient Calls America. That's reappraising the Harding and Coolidge era, coming from Daniel L. Wright. So if you're interested in knowing more about this book and want to grab a copy for this, hey, feel free to scan that QR code. It's available through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Okay. And next book that we do have on the list here is coming from Glenn Coster Sr. This is a memoir, and the title of the book is Life is a Long Story Short. There. Life is a long story short. So, you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but there are people who say that life is short. Life is short, but I do believe that life is the longest thing that you'll do. Okay, so life is the longest thing that you'll do. Okay, and hey, and who knows about this? But you know what? Talking about the topic here coming from Blanche Strickland. So Blanche, as someone who's struggling a bit on the mental health, I agree. Yes, I do agree with you as well. It's just something that people don't talk about, and some things that it's just too hard to tackle with. Okay, but again, as we say though, even though that we don't notice things again, coming back with Glenn's title, life is a long story short. Well, it makes sense right now. These books are written in a series that will make sense eventually. So again, if ever you're interested in knowing more about the story, it's a memoir though, feel free to grab a copy. Life is a Long Story Short from Glenn J. Coster. You know what? I'd love to move on to the next books that we do have, but hey, how about this? Let me just do on a quick commercial break and I'll be back after a couple of messages, okay? So stay tuned. We still have a couple of more books that deserve that spotlight, okay? So stay tuned, grab that pen and paper. Again, hey, again, if you just wake up, grab a coffee, grab your tea, grab some breakfast. I'll be back after a couple of messages, okay? See ya.
Discover Dashing Douglas.
Starting from assisting the author in fact checking the content, editing the content, developmental editing, copy editing, and we do the page layout design, composition, and we do the ebook. We create book back indexing. Okay. And we also do German.
Guten Morgen, macht's euch Taschen? Ja, Leute, macht euch unser Spiel. Hier, muss nur der QR-Code scannen und dann irgendwann gewinnt euch so einer. Hm? Komm mal her, mach mal. Ja, das ist kostenlos. Hm? Weiß man nie, vielleicht gewinnen und dann das euch kannst benutzen, ne? Und man macht mal alles da was antworten und dann ich helfe bei euch dann was. So. Schreiben. Und dann wir suchen mal den Douglas hier. Fertig. Ah, nee. Hast du kein WLAN?
Ich hab's jetzt.
Ah, okay. Und?
Ach so. Ja, was müssen wir da?
Ja, hier, komm. Das ist, wir suchen mal den Douglas. Der Douglas ist hier hinten und muss nur den Namen von der Buch schreiben. Der Autor ist das. Und dann muss nur klicken, the Yes und dann senden. Falls, wenn der Readers Magnet bei euch E-Mail schicken, bitte zurückschreiben. Und das ist die Zeit, wir schicken eure Gewinn, wenn, ja, Gewinn. So?
Ja.
Ja, das ist gut. Mhm. Ja. Und? Ja? Dankeschön für Mitmachen. Ciao, schönen Tag noch.
Discover Dashing Douglas.
And welcome back, welcome back. So again, you have seen a quick glimpse on some of the people who had visited our booth as well in the during the book fair. Again, if ever you are interested in joining in, again, feel free to grab a copy for your own book. If you want to be featured through our social media platforms, then again, we're going to be available from 9 a.m. up until 4 p.m. That's going to be at Frankfurt time. So feel free to grab a copy and be featured on our social media platforms. All you got to do is just be there, visit our booth, and talk to our Reader's Magnet staff, and then you're going to be A-okay and good to go. So in continuation with our books, that deserve, again, the spotlight that deserve the spotlight that they deserve. So coming back with another book that we do have on the list here is Gluten Free is a Part of Me, coming from Lori Ostrich. Okay, so again, that's gluten free is a part of me, coming from Lori Ostrich. Again, it is a children's book. And by the way, I just got grabbed a quick cup of coffee though, so I think I'm up, alive, and alert right now. So again, coming back with the whole thing again, gluten free is a part of me. It's a children's book, and again, it's almost a book buying season. Give the gift of knowledge to children this Christmas. Okay, so if ever you want to grab a copy, QR code is available on screen, so feel free to grab a copy then. Okay, and then a next book that we do have on the list here is Intergalactic Nebula Wars: Initial Attack on the Forefathers, coming from the author Sean D'Souza. Sorry, my bad for that. So that's Sean D'Souza. So again, Intergalactic Nebula Wars. If you are interested in these types of books, and it has a this cover gives me a reminiscent of a kind of bit of a Star Trek. So hold on, there was this was that Star Troopers? Am I correct with that? It really has that vibe when it comes with these books. Okay, so again, if ever you are interested in trying to know more about this, hey, feel free to grab a copy. It's available on the again, it's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Just scan that QR code. Okay, so again, next book that we do have here on the list as well, again, is Sign a New Psalm, a small voice in the media wilderness. It's not in the middle of the wilderness, it's the media wilderness. Because right now, again, that's what I've been talking about earlier. We're currently right now in a digital age where everything is a bit quiet, yet you can hear the buzzing of static through your earpieces and whatnot. Okay, so again, sign up a new psalm, a small voice in the media wilderness. If you are interested, it is a poetry book coming from the author Thomas L. Poteet. So if ever you are interested, feel free to check it out. Though it is a good read and something that you can add onto your future books to read list. Okay, QR code is available on screen. Feel free to scan that QR code. Okay, and the next book that we do have on the list here is Righteousness in America, coming from the author Herman Lee Pettiford. Okay. So again, that's Righteousness in America, coming from Herman Lee Pettiford. This is a spirituality and inspirational book. And if ever you want to go for this and be interested with the whole book, hey, go for it. Try to check it out though. And hey, again, add it to your future books to read list. Okay. And next book that we do have here on the list is coming from our very own and very lovable person that I know. I'm very enjoyable and again, very jolly person I know. Coming from the author Tish Barnhart. Is title of the book is So You Want to Be a First Lady. Okay, so it's a general fiction, Christian mystery and suspense book. And if ever you are interested, and I always and will always say this, it is a very recommended good read. So try to scan the QR code and add it to your future books to read list. Okay, so if you're interested in going for this, hey, QR code is available on screen. Go for it and add it to your future books to read list. Okay, so once again, that is So You Want to Be a First Lady, coming from Tish Barnhart, the very beautiful Tish Barnhart. Okay, and the next book that we do have here on the list here, coming from a couple of authors that I know. Again, it's just a couple of authors that I know, and I kind of miss them already. So starting off with Marie J. Phillips, it is a science fiction and fantasy book titled The White Dragons of Sylvia Wheeler and Other Stories. Okay. So again, coming from the author Marie J.S. Phillips, if ever you're interested, the book is available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble and through our website as well. So try to check it out. Though, feel free to grab a copy. And next book that we do have here on the list is Chincoteague Ponytails, Volume 3. So we've seen 1, we've seen 6, we've seen 4, and now we're seeing 3, coming from the author Louis Zimanski. Again, this is a book of but here's the thing, it has a different genre when it comes with this book. Okay, the Chincoteague Ponytails Volume 3 is more biological sciences when it comes with this book as well. Okay, so again, that's for coming from Louis Zimanski, Chincoteague Ponytails of Volume 3. It's available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble, so feel free to grab a copy right now. Okay, and then next book that we do have on the list is another coloring book coming from my man Paul Packett, Stuffed Animals, a coloring book for kids, boys, girls, toddlers, children, teens, adult men, women, all ages. It's basically it's for everyone. I'm trying because I'm really trying to find a word to phrase it. But again, it's like rated E for everyone. If you love coloring and you want to be nostalgic about what it is, and if you want to give it as a gift this Thanksgiving, hey, if you got a drunk uncle and you want to see how he can color books, then this would be a perfect gift to give to him. Okay, if you got some kids, they want to have their pastime, their downtime, just coloring books as well instead of playing outside. After playing outside, they can have their downtime, cool off. Just coloring some books, try to engage your creativity. Then coloring books from Paul Packet is one thing that you can always go for. Okay, so once again, that stuffed animals coloring book for kids, boys, girls, toddlers, children, teens, adults, men. Again, rated E for everyone. Okay, and then the next book that we do have here on the list coming from Jeff Zimmerman, it is Lunatic. Oh, and yeah, before we move on with Lunatic, I just want to comment here. Read a comment here coming from Zenki Mooney. I love stuffed toy animals. And yes, stuffed toy animals, though, weirdly enough, I might be an adult already and I might be old enough for this, but I still do have my, how do you say this? It's more of like a, I do have a stuffed animal at my bed, but I don't hug it. It's just more of a design thing, I guess. But it's nice to have one. I'm a fan of cute stuff. I'm a fan of cute stuff. That's one thing I could really say about it. Okay. So again, going back with the next book, we have here Lunatic from Jeff Zimmerman. So if ever you are interested to know more about this book, again, Jeff Zimmerman has a collection of books that you can check. Again, Lunatic is one of them, and it's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Okay. And next book that we do have here on the list is coming from Senada. So it's a again, it's a more onto the religion spirituality book here, and the title of the book is How to Be Successful Companion Journal. Okay, so it is more of a journal book, and if you want to know how to be successful, if you keep on asking yourself if you are successful right now, then you want to know, grab Senada's book. Okay, so Senada, wherever you are, again, I miss you. It's been a while. I really missed you. You were always here last time, and you won that free Kindle. And speaking of free Kindle, the free Kindle, though, we are always going to be doing some raffle draws when it comes to it. And later on an afternoon session, we will still be doing our trivia. So again, we'll be asking 3 questions, and these trivias will be talking more about people who visited the booth. So if you were paying attention to our authors who visited, and hey, this is a perfect moment for you to show that, hey, I was listening the whole time. I can get this answer correctly. So go for it. Hey, who knows? Maybe you can get that free. You can get that free Kindle on the raffle draw that will be happening this Sunday. Once all raffle entries are collected. So again, it's on the 3rd day. We're going to be throwing 3 questions. So it's another day for you to earn 3 more raffle entries. Okay. So and coming back with the whole thing, the next book that we do have here on the list here after Senada's book, How to Be Successful Companion Journal. Next book that we do have here is The Adventure of Jay Cat and Geordie Rabbit, which is the Ice Cats. You've seen the Fire Cats, now you see the Mer Cats, and now you'll see the Ice Cats. So we're talking about the avatar of cats in the end. Okay, coming from Dennis Mills, it is a children's book. So if you're interested and want to grab a copy and know what these books are all about, hey, again, just go to Amazon. Try to check it out, though. Try to check under Dennis Mills' collection of books, and you'll be seeing a couple of books that he has under his belt. Okay. And 4th book that we do have, okay, we're only down to our last 4 books. Okay, last 4 books, again, before we end the session. But don't you worry, though, after these 4 books, we'll still be, coming from, just want to read a comment. Lillian Brackett, yes, Ice Cats. Now, Dennis Mills has a book about mercats, Ice Cats, and there was Fire Cats. So it's talking about the elemental cats. I don't know. Hey, maybe there's going to be a play of words in there because he played around with mercats. And as far as I know, Dennis told me that his son was the who had these ideas about these type of cats, which is very unique. And I do remember it because he was available during the live stream, and I asked him a question: where was the idea coming from? It was more on his son. Having these ideas and him just making it into writing. Yeah. Okay. So again, once again, that is The Adventures of Jay Cat and Geordie Rabbit from the Ice Cats from Dennis Mills, a children's book. So if ever you are interested in getting a copy, though, again, that is available for purchase on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Okay. And then the next book that we do have here on the list coming from K.D. Sharonford. It is a romance book titled Song for Someone. Do you have that song that you want to give to someone? Do you have that song that really knocks on and that pulls on your heartstrings, and you want to say though if ever you can go for it and see what it comes with your books, and trying to see what you can do when it comes with it again. Be in love. Sorry, I was ranting and I just had a brain fart for a second there because I was thinking about like what song would I sing to someone, and if I'll be choosing a song, I think I'll choose a song that no one has heard of. So I'll compose my own song. I'm not a songwriter, but maybe I'll do one if that'll be the case. Okay. So again, that is again a song for someone. Yeah, John Mayer. John Mayer's songs are kind of romantic in a way, but I think I love the oldies in a way. But I give it John Mayer has that romantic feel, but has that different vibe when it comes to his songs. But okay, if you have a song for someone and you're interested in what this book is all about, feel free to check it out on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Again, that is Song for Someone from Katie Sherridford, a romance book. So yeah, feel free to grab a copy, and hey, who knows, you might fall in love with this book all over again. Okay, and next book that we do have here on the list is coming from Space Magpie from Peter Hallam. Okay, so that's Space Magpie from Peter Hallam. Oh yeah, hi Paul. Oh, by the way, let me just read some comments here. Paul, good morning. Thank you much for joining in the stream. Yeah, Paul, we're about to end the stream, but again, we're going to be having another stream later on. So yeah, feel free to join in. I do know that just woke up, get some coffee, get some breakfast, chill, relax. Okay, it's a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Okay, so it's Friday. It's a Friday here. Okay, so again, try to check it out though. Feel free, just relax, have fun. Okay. Oh, hold on. Which book are you referring to, Kathleen? What is the name of the church in the cover? Not sure which book. Hold on. Let me try to see it here. Is that the Song for Someone that you were referring to? Yeah, I'm not. Now you mentioned it. Now I just realized that it is one. Okay. But hey, don't worry. I'm gonna try to check it out though and do some couple of research. Okay, and if ever, Katie, if you are available in chat, then maybe you can help us answer these questions though. I'd really love to see what. And again, Paul, don't worry. Coffee in hand. Again, coffee is love. Coffee is life. Okay, that keeps us awake. That keeps us going. The caffeine. Okay, palpitations and anxiety, but you still feel drowsy. It's kind of a bit different when you don't have sleep and you're drinking 2 or 3 cups of coffee at the same time. Okay, but again, going back to the whole book again, Space Magpie coming from Peter Hallam. It's a thriller and suspense book. If you're interested and trying to grab a copy of this, again, it gets available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Hey, go for it, go ham, grab a copy. Okay, and the next book that we do have here on the list is Losing Mummy, the LeBlanc Family Peach. Okay, coming from Aisha Blint David. It's a religion and spirituality. Again, Losing a Mummy of the LeBlanc Family Peach. Okay. So again, coming back with this again from Aisha Blint David. Again, it's a religion and spirituality book. And if ever you are interested in trying to get this though, again, it is a memoir written by her eldest daughter. So if you're interested in grabbing a copy, go for it. Try to scan it. Try to check it out on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And who knows, this might be a book that you'll fall in love with. Okay, and you know what? It's we're about to have the last book that we're about to do for a shout out for just this session. Okay, we still do have a couple of more books later on, but to end the session though. We're going to be giving a book here coming from Nicola Obertig, which is a children's book titled Emmy's Sore Tooth, an African fairy adventure book. And I just want to take time to look at the cover though. And I was thinking like Emmy's Sore Tooth would be like the tooth fairy thing, that kind of thing, but it's a hippo. And I think this is going to be having some educational stuff when it talks about dental hygiene. Who knows? Okay, so again, that's Emmy's Sore Tooth. If ever you're interested, again, if you want to give some life lessons as well to children this upcoming holiday season, which is what we call a book buying season, for you to give gifts, again, feel free to do it though. Go for it, and hey, have fun, go ham. If ever you like some of these books that are available here, go for it. Grab a copy, scan this QR code, search them up on Amazon, support the authors, support their books, and see what they can bring to you, okay? So again, going back with the whole thing, so just wanted to go back with Paul though, because again, Paul, since you're here, I'm just going to do a special mention again with your book, and it's not about favorites or whatnot though, but I just want to make sure that we can put it up here. So again, if ever you are interested, Paul Packett, the author that you're chatting right now on the live stream. Hold on, let me just go back with that. It's again that stuffed animals coloring book. That is Paul's book. So yeah, so if ever you are interested in grabbing a copy for that, hey, Paul's available though. He does have a website where you can. Hey, Paul, if you can do me a favor though, I do apologize if I'm asking for this favor, but you can post in a link to your website on where people can buy your coloring book. That would be all swell and too well as well. Okay, so at least people know where to go if they're ever going to purchase your book. Okay, so again, that is Stuffed Animals Coloring Book coming from Paul Packett. So, Paul, thank you much for joining the stream. Really appreciate you being here all the time. Like, you've been here from day 1 to day 3, and I really love the energy, man. Thank you very much for that, Paul. Really appreciate it, okay? Love you so much, okay? So, again, that is it for all we have for today. And, again, going back with the whole thing, since we will be, again, don't you worry, I'll be back. And I'm bringing someone else along with me. So I'm not going to be talking to myself and you guys all day. So I'm going to have someone else with me. It might be Revan. It might be me with a wig on. Who knows? We'll never know unless we try. So again, stay tuned later on though. Don't worry, we still do have oh, hold on. Thanks Paul. Yeah, Barnes, if ever you want to get Paul's book, it's available on Barnes & Noble at the moment, okay? So it's available in Barnes & Noble. Try to check it out, the Paul Packett. He has a series of coloring books. And I was about to say my outro, but again, just wanted to do a special mention for that, okay? So Paul, thank you much for posting that in. Really appreciate that, okay? And hey, get some breakfast. You know you got coffee in hand right now, but get some breakfast. Try to just try to chill and feel the weather. Okay. So again, once again, coming back with the whole thing again. Don't change your channel. Okay, we'll be back later on, just after a quick lunch break. We'll be back and we'll be doing more books, more authors to interview, and a lot of people that we can talk to. Especially that we're still ongoing with our event that's going to be the Frankfurt International Book Fair. And by chance, if ever you are available and you're in the area, okay, you don't need to be an author under Reader's Magnet. Whoever you are, as long as you're an author, feel free to drop by our booth, okay? We're located in Hall 6, ground floor. That's going to be a booth B11, okay? Look for the friendly Reader's Magnet staff there. Try to get in touch with us. Try to talk with us. Hey, and who knows? Again, you will be featured on our social media platforms. We're going to give you the spotlight because, again, we always believe that, again, as we say here at Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world, and we always stand by with those, okay? So if you're an author that's close by, feel free to visit our booth. Bring a copy of your own book, and you can talk about your book, share your insights. Hey, think about this as your moment to share your struggles as an author, because not everyone knows what authors go through, okay? So once again, this is Rob Lambert. I'm your host doing the book shoutouts for today. And again, stay tuned because we'll be still having our book shoutouts, and we'll be adding more books to your future books to read list, okay? So once again, stay tuned. Talk to you, see you later, and have a good break, okay? Talk to you in a few minutes. Bye.